What is up, guys? In today's video we have another inside the mine style video. We're going to walk you through my thoughts and decisions as I play it in Fortnite Zero Build. As always, if you guys do find this video helpful, informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and let's get right into it. I mean we could go either brutal or anvil this game. I feel like both are early and both will be decently hot. We'll go anvil. I don't know if I've gone anvil for any of these that I've made this season, but I know for sure I've gone brutal, so we'll probably go anvil and then rotate to brutal, and then hopefully try to like pick up the mythic pump and the slurp juice. And you can get from anvil to brutal relatively quickly because that place has a launch pad, but even then sometimes it can be scuffed, because if your fights at anvil go really long, then sometimes the timing on brutal might not be the best, but we'll see how it goes. And there is a few of the ODM or Attack on Titan crate spawns here which have potential to give you the ODM gear, which is really nice to at least have some guaranteed mobility. I prefer the katana. It's nice to use both for sure with like a spammy shotgun that works as well. But if I had to run just one, I would run the katana, but I've said this many times, but I would much rather have the ODM gear than no mobility at all. It's very good, and the ODM smack is like incredibly powerful. Like the damage on it, I believe is only like 70. It's like actually not that insane, but like it's so disorienting once you get hit by it. Unfortunately, it didn't spawn. One of our crates is like right here in this building, in this room. That guy has one though. I feel like if you're... Oh, they're fighting. If you're like playing and someone's like trying to go on you with the ODM gear, you just want to try to shoot them with their shotgun before they hit you. Even if it's like a shot that won't hit that much damage, like just hitting somebody with a shotgun oftentimes is like easier than any other weapon because of like the pellet spread. And you can usually get like some shot on them, and then that like throws them out of their ODM gear. And usually like if somebody's playing to go for the smack with it and then you just knock them out of it, it like completely disorients them and throws them off guard. Like Uno reverse. Like they were gonna disorient you with the attack, but you hit them and then it's way harder for them to play the fight. Like what they had in mind just like completely went out the window. Not sure where this player is. He's like somewhere down here. Nice. And that's one of the reasons why I like the twin mag. I feel like the accuracy on it compared to the regular SMG is so nice. I don't even know which I'd rather carry between splashes and minis. When I only have one like this, like typically I'd say just go splashes all the time, but with the recent nerf to splash spawn rate, I don't even know how likely I am to find more. No way he just runs. That is one of the nice things you can do with the ODM gear, is like if you have a mid-range AR fight like that that's just going nowhere, and then you get good opening tags, you can like grapple at them into the smack, and like usually if you hit it, that person's just gonna be dead, but this guy had his own mobility to use. And just get out of there. I'm not sure why he chose to do that though, because if he shot me, I could have died to fall damage. I might just be out. I don't know where that player went. Take these minis and go. Like I said earlier, like getting that timing on brutal is somewhat inconvenient out of this spot sometimes. If I waste another minute 45 seconds looking for that player, then we potentially don't get the timing I want on brutal. Got Keymaster. I could get that katana there. I would like to have it, but I also kind of want to check these other ones and see if we can get the exotic maven, because I think the exotic maven is very good. Like between the exotic maven and the mythic pump, on just a weapon basis, I think I prefer the mythic pump, but the fact that the exotic maven kind of frees up an inventory slot and makes it more convenient to use double mobility is super nice. I don't know what this was doing. This is probably an AI, just because there's no reason for somebody to be out here. I don't know what that means of brutal though. Did just no one land brutal? That would be surprising. Please let me go. What the heck, bro? The ODM gear is so weird sometimes about like getting out of it. Like I don't know why I just like I'm recoiling backwards there when I'm trying to mantle. I do not know where this player is. There's somewhere above me, but like where exactly above me, I do not know. When it comes to getting this boss eliminated, I like to take out the guards first. Like, there's people that just don't even take out the guards at all. They just kind of eliminate the boss and go. But I like having the guards just taken care of. That way I'm not in a rush to, like, get to the vault afterwards. I'm sure you guys know how many, like, ratty individuals there are camping the vault at all times. So there's a guy over there, and there's also a guy behind me. But yeah, I like just getting rid of the guards. That way I can, like, kind of approach the vault at my own pace. And then also when it comes to like what I shoot first, I like to just get rid of one of the guards right away. So I feel like the guards are actually more dangerous than the boss. Like the boss has more HP, but I feel like the twin mag is just like a higher like DPS weapon than what the boss has. I don't know. Like the guards be going crazy sometimes. I just heard another player like katanaing from this direction. I don't know if they're fighting or if that guy's just like kind of throwing out a pump shot for some reason. Kind of wish I had a katana here. It'd be easier for me just to get on this roof with a katana than it is the ODM gear. Zone is coming, but I'm not too concerned about it. We have splashes. And it's just going to be a one tick. We hit a shot, he's dead. A what? I thought for sure he'd be dead to fall there. I had like decent damage on him too. This guy's like still around here. He wants it. I'm gonna try to jump in between him and the pad. Oh my gosh. When he didn't die there, I was mind blown, dude. But once we had him weak, I kind of wanted to just jump in between him and the pad. Like, it doesn't matter as much anymore because there's likely nobody over here because we've been in zone for so long and a lot of players are way too concerned about zone. So I maybe could have just killed the boss and went. But you could usually kill both the guards in one mag or so with your opening attack, and then the boss just that kind of doesn't do anything afterwards. I just feel like the AI with the twin mag is so much more dangerous than the AI with the Havoc AR for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but like whenever I get beamed by the drones or like I see somebody get beamed by the drones, it's always the SMG ones. Can you open the vault, lady? Thank you. The zone is, it hits for 1 until like after 5th zone, so like we're chilling. Like it's not a problem. And I feel like that is one thing that kind of throws some people off. Like they're so concerned about fighting in Storm or being in Storm at all because like it would make sense that Storm would be dangerous, but with how they reworked zones this season, like for most of the game the Storm is not really a problem at all. And there's just so many white heals around the map with like all the coolers and stuff. So we can go, I think it was over here. There was a purple katana in one of the hollow chests, right? And I was saying I didn't know if I wanted to get it because I kind of wanted to check for the Maven. That time has passed. We'll just grab this katana. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this. To heal up. Kind of a waste of an augment there to do that, but it's I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. I didn't even want munition slide there. Same thing though. I don't feel like I'm missing out on much with like the augments this season. Like they're not that great. I would like to have medium ammo amp, or there we go. Dignified finish is nice. Unfortunately, island spawns very far from us. That's like kind of worst case. I was hoping it would spawn close, especially because we wasted so much time. Not really wasted so much time, but we used a lot of time on those fights there. It was weird. There was like nobody that landed. Brutal, but like it like seemed unlooted when we got there, but there's a lot of people that rotated in. There's a person here. An AI. But yeah, it would have been nice for me if island spawned closer. Since we used a lot of time over there, we're going to get here late. I'm going to get here late and without any katana uses. Maybe we can pick up some slap from these barrels. But it stinks when you get there and have no katana uses, because you're just going to zipline up and get beamed. We just go with this. I prefer to zipline up and then katana after ziplining, but there's so many people here. We're just gonna chill bottom and wait for them to fight and then try to third party it. Stinks that Jonesy I just like popped and got away. I think that was the same guy that got away from me when we were at Brutal, who I thought I had dead to fall. We might be dead here. I don't know if I didn't shoot my pump there, I choked my shot, but hitting a decent pump shot would have made that way easier. But like when you have so many people on island like this, you kind of just want to exist and then be the third party, because when people are fighting on the roof, it's the most RNG fight imaginable. Like it's just them usually trading damage with shotgun shots, and in those types of situations, it's always the player that gets involved last that benefits. Oh, so this guy's like dropping on me, I think. He's like on top looting the person I killed. I think he has a combat shotgun. Oh no, he doesn't. He had a pump, and it was a mythic one. Now we're the only person in the lobby with a mythic pump, though. I don't know if we can get this pulse rifle. I like the pulse still. Even after the nerfs, it's quite good. It's also not the biggest deal to me anymore. Like earlier in the season, it was like, get the pulse. Always. If I don't have the pulse, it's not the end of the world to me. I would like to have it still. I can go back and forth. So if we're not able to get this here, that's fine. I also would like to have the radar ping somewhat, just because there was a lot of people in this area. And also it does ping underneath as well, which is pretty nice for when you're like leaving this island. And like I was talking about with Storm earlier, a lot of people would probably, like, let's just say Storm was on me right now. A lot of people would be like, oh shoot, I gotta go because the Storm is hitting me. But it's going to be hitting for one still, and I have slurps, and I'm going to get more slurps from capturing this. There's somebody coming late. I hope we got the mark on them. I don't think we did, though. I don't see anybody pinged. But yeah, the thing will mark people on the bottom sometimes, like if they're directly under the island. This is where ODM gear would be nice. Like pushing a fight like that with ODM, we just break his tree out. And he's taking damage for it. 4 opponents remain. So this half and half, I want to talk about zones. It might be hard to. This zone, there's nothing that's that great, but getting to this mountain first might be beneficial. So like with these zones 6 and 7, it pulls into storm. So half of the zone is safe area and half of it is in the storm already. And that means everybody kind of has to rotate to the new area. And so if you get into the new area first and like look back and hold the lobby, that's usually an easy way to get kills. Because like these fights that are happening out here often don't matter. Because like all this territory isn't going to be usable anymore. But if we can get to this mountain first, not only do we stop somebody else from getting to the mountain first. I messed up my blade there. But there's a lot of people that are like kind of scared to do anything with their character, and so they end up like getting in useless fights. And you just get the new spot for free and you can look back and find them. This one's kind of questionable. I didn't realize that was in zone. I like didn't have the most. I was like worried about getting sniped when I was looking at zone. So this spot actually isn't that good. But like the point stands. Like getting into new and then look back and holding people has like been a thing for a long time. Because we've had moving zones in Fortnite forever. Not ever, but like since season 5, I think, of chapter 1. But they just like weren't as much of a thing in Zero Build before because they happened later in the game and like zone got smaller before they started. So usually in Zero Build the game would end beforehand. And so people didn't really have to worry about playing moving zones. But I made a video earlier this week about the storms. I think the play is you just consistently play to put yourself in the best position over and over again. And then if you do that, eventually you'll win the game. This is kind of sketch though. We know there's a sniper over there. But like when this stuff opens up, we have more room to play this mountain. And our life gets better. Of course he hits the snipe. And he has the sniper augment. Probably went up there too soon. I was thinking that it would be like more kind of cover, you know? Like you know how sometimes you could play a mountain and then like kind of crouch and then no one under you can see you? I was hoping it would be kind of like that. He's behind the chimney. Now we want to kill him while he has to reload. But it just stinks because he has to reload twice. Or like he gets 2 bullets at every reload. Right now I'm just getting high, so he's like less likely to shoot at me and we're wasting his time. Where he can't just sit. Dude, this guy doesn't miss. Hits the body every time. 1v1v1. Now it's just a 1v1. We just want to buy time here and heal. I so should have lost that. I don't know what my pulse rifle's ammo is like. Okay, we're fully loaded. But yeah, that guy just made our life so much harder. Not only by having the sniper, but also having the augment where he has 2 bullets. Because like, if you're playing as the sniper there, you basically just need to waste their time. Bait out a shot, hopefully they miss. And then eventually they'll have to rotate in and then you can hold them. Or after they miss, then you get your shots in. But not only was he hitting his body shots, which was good, but he had 2 bullets on it, which is just like, makes it harder to bait out a shot. Like normally you bait out 1 shot and then you get damage on, you know? GG's. And that is one of the nice things about the pulse rifle compared to the SMGs is like that type of range. It still hits good. And like if you have somebody ODMing you, they're often going to be at that range. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful or informative. I thought that lobby was going to be sweatier when we saw that guy with 70 crowns in the lobby. There were some decent players we fought. But yeah, I hope that kind of helped you play zones. I feel like how I played the zones was kind of bad there, but like I think the idea was right. It just so happened that that guy had sniper and the augment and he was just going to chill there. But if I rotated later up that mountain, I think we would have had an easier time winning that game, but I kind of went too early because I thought I would just be able to kind of use the terrain as cover, and it just didn't work out like that. But if you guys did find this helpful, informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.